Welcome to our world. The world of Pasifika Communications. Pasifika Communications is the most experienced and innovative producer of video programs in the Pacific Islands region. Each of our programs is made with the highest in both technical and creative quality. Whether your company needs a corporate video,
but having a great product is only part of the Fiji Water story. Because it was a new product entering a very competitive market, one of the key ingredients to its success was the packaging.
The changes happening at the Fiji Electricity Authority are not just exercises in corporate strategy. The goal is to make the FEA more transparent, more efficient, and more responsive to its customers' needs.
or your organization needs an effective tool to communicate its goals and services.
These horrible acts of violence happen nearly every day in our community, to young children, to teenagers, to wives, even to grandmothers.
The Secretariat was refocused in the mid-1990s to coordinate regional policy initiatives, provide policy advice, arrange for technical assistance, and service the forum and related meetings.
Pasifika Communications has the experience. If you want to highlight environmental concerns,
but fisheries experts are worried about how long the beach dimmer in the area will last without careful management of this fundamental resource.
But for the most part, individuals are not taking care of the reef. Many don't understand the importance that the reef plays in providing food, as well as its role as a protective barrier between the land and ocean waves.
or focus on issues of human rights.
Improving race relations in the country requires government support as well as efforts by NGOs. The real battlefield for improving racial relations, though, is not in the streets or in Parliament. It's in communities and it's in people's homes.
I was taken by surprise, complete surprise. When I saw this man standing there, I thought for a moment that it was a game, he was playing a game, and I looked at the guns, I even thought it was a toy. So it took me seconds to realize that it was real.
Pasifika Communications understands the issues. If you want to educate the public on renewable energy,
Today, Pacific Islanders are learning that energy from nature may also be their hope for a better future.
Because of increases in the cost of fuel worldwide and the international concerns on climate change and sea level rise, there is an obvious need to use more renewable sources of energy.
or teach people how to use anything from email
Whether it was on TV, in a book, or from your friends, by now we've all heard of email.
to fishing boats.
Or even a sail. You could have made it back to the village.
Yeah.
You couldn't bail out your boat properly. What happens if you get swamped by big wave?
Oh, when was the last time you was swamped by big waves?
Pasifika Communications finds the best way to present your message. For more than 10 years, Pasifika has highlighted issues such as the rights of women,
One reason is that women can usually be hired for less money and will work in poorer working conditions than men. The growth of manufacturing businesses that require cheap labor means that more women are now entering the workforce than ever before.
The protest succeeded and the government shelved its plans. The land and the people's cultural heritage was saved.
There is a need for women in particular to understand how to cope with the effects of globalization. Because while globalization puts them at risk, it also opens up new worlds of opportunity.
This special report looks at discrimination against Pacific women. In particular, we examine a very special international agreement which seeks to eliminate this discrimination.
to documentaries on children's concerns, From recreating ancient voyages,
For over 1,000 years, our ancestors have sailed into the great unknown of the Pacific Ocean.
to presenting the voices of Pacific leaders.
In this region,
I've looked forward to this moment for many, many years.
I would say that our resources in the real economic terms.
Pasifika Communications has also made a name for itself in producing popular Pacific dramas.
Since you're not paying attention in class, it must be because you know how to solve all these problems. Is that right? No? Show me your homework.
I don't have it here.
You haven't done your homework again?
Dramas on issues as diverse as mangrove conservation,
the entire family was turned into a school of fish. The spirits made them see what they had done to the mangroves by seeing it with their own eyes.
to waste reduction, to safety on fishing boats.
Come back, Rambo. Who left that rail out?
I did.
Well, put it back in place, or some idiot will end up falling over the side.
Pasifika even produced a pilot series for the first dramatic TV soap opera produced in the Pacific Islands. From education,
The farmer realized that for his crops and his farm to be successful, he would have to plant crops where they were suited to his land and the soil.
to sporting events, Pasifika Communications has a wealth of experience and proven quality. Some of the world's best-known TV services have also used Pasifika camera teams to provide quality footage of the Pacific Islands. Our library of Pacific stock footage is unequaled. Our archives contain footage from 12 different Pacific Island countries. The Pacific is our world. Call us today.